Now, lastly, you're in town. You had a show booked. Of course, you know it was a big beat thing. Got canceled due somebody snuffing a female security guard in the face. Needless to say, you live a pretty interesting life. I mean, how is the producer game work? Are you feeding yourself? Are you? I mean, is
Yeah.
this a full-time gig?
Yeah, I mean, it's a full-time gig, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was broke for a minute, you know, like back then I was just doing it like I was in college, I had a regular job or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just kind of quit it and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try the music thing. And it just popped off. But I mean, for the first like 2-3 years, it was hard financially because I was just going through a time where I was just paying my dues,
Right.
you know. Like I don't know, people have this misconception that, oh, you know, you have a 12-inch out in the store and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're making all this money.
Yeah.
It ain't even like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go through a point where the first few years you got to pay your dues and just kind of like do stuff for free,
Right.
build relationships with people.
Okay, so let's talk about that little come up process right now. If I'm a new producer and I think my shit is hot, a lot of these cats? Yeah, man, $500, man. What were you charging? What were you charging when you first
I was
started?
on like $50 a beat.
Yeah,
$100 a beat. Not even like, yo, for free. Just for someone to spit on my shit.
yeah,
That was just cool to me.
Right.
Cause I started making music for myself. Like I never imagined just like, all right, making beats and getting someone to go on it,
Yeah.
a singer, MC, whatever. So,
yeah.
I mean, to me that's the wrong approach. Just even asking for money at first, cause like, I mean, I understand the fact that you're a producer, you deserve to get paid for your music,
Yeah.
all the time you spend.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're producing, I mean, your number one, I'd say your number one worth, like ally, whatever, is your discography. You know, like, and bragging rights. Really, I mean, it all depends on who you fuck with, and it's kind of lame, but that's just how it is. It's a reality for producers. Like if you're an upcoming MC and you fuck with like say a producer who's building a buzz or whatever, you as a producer you have an upper hand. Like I fucked with such and such. I got a track with say like Styles P.
Right.
So you have that upper hand to be like, yo, I want a G.
Right.
And they can't, if they don't swindle the G, then don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
Because you have that upper hand on them.
Yeah.
Because you have that discography
Yeah.
on them. So when you're an up and coming producer and you have no records out, no discography, no nothing, you gotta
Yeah.
really pimp your way in there,
Yeah.
hustle.
Yeah.
Yo, spit on my shit. Oh, that's going on a mixtape. Cool. Build relationships with people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like. that's
Well,
what it is.
speaking of building relationships, now we fast forward. G Unit. What's going on with that, dog? Major.
All right, like not to speak on it too much. I mean, you know, I don't know the full gist of the whole situation, but I mean, right now, you know, I'm messing with Sha Money and D Prosper from Money Management. Sha Money has his own little thing called Money Management Record or Money Management XL. And it's just, you know, a management company for producers. And, you know, Jake One is signed to them, Vitamin D. I'm sure, you know, people have heard of them. Black Jerus, and me. So, you know, it's sort of it's a separate thing from G Unit. But, I mean, the affiliation is there because Sha Money manages, you know, Young Buck, Lloyd Banks, and some other members of G Unit. And Sha Money and 50, you know, they pretty much came up with G Unit Records.
Right.
So, you know, it's kind of the affiliation thing, but I mean, you know, people think it's G Unit, but
Yeah.
it's really Sha Money,
Okay.
Money Management. So.
All right. But I heard the mixtape joint,
Word up.
real heavy. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, it popped off. You know, D was just like, I need beats, I'm with 50. So I just sent them.
I'm with 50.
Yeah, he's like, I'm with 50 in the lab, he's looking for beats. So I'm like, all right, cool. Send him some stuff, and 50 recorded it and popped it on the mixtape.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, I mean, the process of having a joint on an actual album is different, you know?
Yeah.
You got to go to the studio, bring the Pro Tools session.
Yeah.
So it's been real good. It's been good.
All right, now, I mean, there's a lot of groups, you know, right now, again, you got a hot name, seem like a really humble dude and all that. How realistic is it if I'm some rap group in Boston or you know, Philly or Toledo, I want an Illmind track.
Right.
How easy are you to get?
I mean, I'm open, to be honest with you. I'm kind of open to everything.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna get no free beats from me. You know what I mean? Like straight up, like if you want to get a beat from me, holla at my manager.
Now, first of all, crawling by, he thinks he could crawl by. Quest, please. Right about now, look at the introduction here.
How's it going, bro?
We got now. How do you now? This is an accomplished producer. Excuse me. You know, obviously, do you know how he got his start?
I read that it was in the undergroundhiphop.com forums. Producer board, right? Yeah. See, dreams come true on undergroundhiphop.com, people. Illmind, one of the dopest producers. I mean, I'm sure you went over his credentials already. But yeah, that's ridiculous, man. I mean,
Do you have my check? Is it?
all right.
Get back to work. Okay. All right.